Hello YouTube, what is up? Today we're going to be talking about how I became a lady electrician. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below any questions you have, and subscribe for more electrical and beauty related content. Let's get into the video. Okay, I'm gonna get ready for work while we talk about this. So, how I became a lady electrician. First of all, it was totally by accident. I went to the financial aid office at the community college, and I didn't really qualify for a lot of the financial aid, but they had a grant for women who wanted to get into unconventional jobs like electrician, mechanic, any of those type of construction and whatnot. And I was like, okay, I want to go to college. I don't know what I want to do. Let's give it a try. This is the copper tone Pure and Simple. You can see it has a little bit of a white cast, which I do not mind, because sometimes I don't pay attention and it's nice to know where my sunscreen's at. Plus I'm really pale anyways. So okay, so I sign up for the grant, and up until this time I'm just taking college classes, just randomly. I'm working full time, so taking college classes of my basics, all my basics. And then once this grant was available, then I went mostly into electronics classes, which I was really good at, and I really liked more than I thought I would. So then my mom got a job at National Steel, and she was telling me about the money. So of course, I'm young, I'm not concerned about anything but money. And I put in my application, and so I put in my application, and then about a year later, after I put in the application and got an interview, and went to the interview, right? And they saw my resume with the electronics classes on it, and they told me about the apprenticeships that they had available, electrical and electronic apprenticeships. So I was like, cool, I'm going to college for it, I like it. And I'm like, okay. So I passed all the tests, went to work, just labor, and yeah, basically labor. So I'm gonna use my 5 times mirror here. So I was labor, I entered the apprenticeship in the year 2000. In 2006, I took the state of Michigan journey test, passed that, and an electrician was born. So working for a larger company is good if you can get into a larger company with an apprenticeship, and have a union, because unfortunately still today women in this field are not treated well. So you have to be better, even though you're working with perhaps subpar electricians. But you have to be better because you're a woman. You're going to be judged more so than they are. And but when I work and I'm doing my electrical job, I feel very fulfilled. I love fixing things, and I wouldn't deter you from it. I would say it's going to be easier now in 2020 than it. So I would say if you were an electrical apprentice now in 2020 as opposed to when I entered in 2000, there may be more women. I was the only woman in my apprentice group. And the treatment may be better when you're younger. I came up at a time when it was not popular. So I worked for a large company, and through them I got lots of experience working in different areas of the company. Loved it. Not the company so much, but loved it. I was working for a union, so I was getting the same pay as my male counterparts. That is one good thing about being in a union. I know that there's a lot of, where you don't get paid as much as the guys do. I understand that. So I would recommend working for a union because there's no scale for women or men. It's the same for everybody. And I think this is a right to work state, but I would highly recommend that you become a member of the union and you pay those dues and you utilize your union for whatever you need. Yeah, I highly recommend that you utilize your union. Okay. So I'm using the Busy Gal Brows from Tarte. And it has this super teeny brush. Look how teeny that is. And I'm doing my eyebrows. Since I've waxed them, this is all I need to do. Because I already have bushy eyebrows, I guess this is the style right now. So I do have to dip back in when I do the second brow, or it's not as dark as the first one, because it really cleans it off really well. You don't get a lot of clumpies. You can get some, don't get me wrong, but you don't get a lot. Yeah. So, I don't know what you're thinking about the brows once they're done, but I really like them. Okay. So, I love being an electrician. I love having ladies become electricians because I think we're really smart. We think differently than the men, and sometimes we can fix stuff they can't, okay? So if you have any questions about an apprenticeship or being an electrician, put them in the comments down below. I would love to answer them. Again, I want to encourage you, if you're interested, start with maybe a class or two and see if you like it, and then look for an apprenticeship. Union halls, large companies, anywhere you can find a union. Now, you might be okay with a non-union situation. I don't know. I've never been in a I've never been in a non-union situation as an electrician, so I couldn't speak to that. I just know there is a lot of, even in a union, there's a lot of, good old boys club. So I couldn't imagine being on a site that was non-union, how that would go. I have no idea. I'm sorry, I can't speak to that. If you have any insight, or if you've dealt with non-union, I'd love to hear your comments down below. Hope you liked the video. Leave me any questions, any comments, or suggestions for other videos if you like electrical videos. And I'll see you next Thursday. Bye, YouTube. Bye.